What's up, what's up, green team? How are y'all doing this morning? As you can see, I got my ring light on. So I got one problem resolved, and I'm gonna see how the audio is on this video because I don't have my my microphone plugged up. The other part about the microphone is that I'm not really sure because it goes into my headphone jack on this phone. And so I know that, you can use it to record audio when you have it plugged up that way. But if I'm not mistaken, the last time I tried to record a video and was using the lavalier microphone, it was recording, but you couldn't hear what I was saying. So plugging it into that jack, it didn't necessarily resolve the problem that I had. So I have to figure out what to do about the whole volume. And I know the volume is a lot higher. I mean, it's a lot higher when I'm not driving. So like if I stop at a light or something like that, as long as I'm driving, you can barely hear what I'm saying. So I'm actually projecting my voice right now, talking a little louder, in hopes that does the trick. Because normally when I'm driving and I'm recording, I'm just talking and I'm not very mindful of how loud I'm speaking. So yeah. The only thing about driving with this light is it does kind of interfere a little bit with like being able to see out the corner, because like it makes this corner over here dark. So anyway, I just wanted to kind of test this out and see, if this was going to work. It does appear to work. So maybe what I'll do is in the morning, instead of vlogging all the way in, I'll vlog to down so far on my route, and then cut it off, because I just don't want to have any trouble driving or whatever. Because like I said, I drive on quite a few streets before I hit the beltway or the tollway, and there aren't any lights. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this off, and I will probably check back in with you guys after work. It is, plus the fact that it is really foggy out here, so I have to drive slow. Alright, so I'll see y'all in a little bit. What's up, green team? How is everybody doing? I am back off work. Traffic is crazy. I'm headed in the opposite direction of where I live. Not excited about this, but excited. I'm actually headed to Ikea because I need to pick up something, and I'm hoping that they have it. I need a dresser, sort of. Oh my gosh, this guy is brave. He is driving in between these cars. OMG. Anyway, I would prefer to have 6 drawers, but if it has 3 long drawers, then I'm good to go. Because I do have, y'all excuse my hair, I know it's a hot mess. But I needed to store, I have like craft supplies, and I didn't want to get the typical craft storage from like Michael's or Hobby Lobby or something like that. I didn't want to get that. Although it's really nice, it's kind of not the direction I'm going in. I want actual, I want it to look like a furniture piece, if that makes sense. Anyway, I did find something online at Ikea, and I'm hoping that when I get here, that it looks like in person what it does online, because that'll be great. And it was very inexpensive. I don't mind putting it together because I've been putting together furniture. It seemed like, ooh, last few months. So I'm hoping I need one other piece uh, for my dressing room slash YouTube room, etc., etc. Besides this dresser, I need one other smaller piece similar to it. And if they have a deal going on over here, I may wind up getting both of them together, and then that'll do it for my room. Then I just have to kind of decorate it. So I'll be done like buying like storage and stuff like that. So y'all wish me luck going over here. Oh my gosh, this car is just, what in the world? Jeez, this car is way in 2 lanes. Just nuts. Oh, I wish I could just show y'all. Anyway, so yeah, that's where I'm headed. I'm headed to Ikea, hoping I find what I need to find when I get in here. I don't know if I'm actually going to take footage of the walking around. I'm not really sure where it is, and I'm hoping to get in here and get out because I'm ready to go home, and this is like going in the opposite direction of where I live, so it's gonna take me a little longer to get home. And I'm hoping that traffic is light going back the other direction, because it just sure don't look like going this direction. I'm seeing if I can get in this store and get out. Y'all keep your fingers crossed, because you know how we do. We go in this store for one thing and come out with 50 million things. Is most of it which we don't need. So I'm hoping to go in here and just grab what I need and be done. I usually do pretty good when I have that mindset, grocery store and stuff like that. I'll go in there and a lot of times, especially if I have a list, I'll go in there, grab what I need off the list, and I don't care what's on sale or whatever. I get in there, get to the register, and get my behind out of there. And they're doing better about the self-checkouts, because at one point when they first started with the little machines and stuff where you can scan your own groceries and all that stuff, it was crazy, because it well, some of the stores still do that, but like if you don't put the stuff in a bag a certain way so it can register the weight and all that, the light would start flashing, and a attendant would have to come over and put in a little badge number and all that stuff. And I remember one time I was using one of those machines, and it was the worst experience I'd ever had. And I said I wasn't using those machines no more. I was so outdone. And I went ahead and I stopped using them. I started going back through the restaurant and everything. I mean, going through the, to an actual cashier. So this particular time that I went, it seemed like everything I scanned, there was something wrong with it. Whether it didn't register the weight, whether it was like it couldn't find the price or couldn't find the item. It was something wrong with it. It was just crazy. And I was like, man, all this stuff, and it wasn't a lot of stuff I was scanning. There's something going on. So I was like, I'm done. I don't want to fool with these machines no more. So, but I was so glad when I went in, and I said, okay, let me try it one more time. I'll give it one more shot. And I was not at the same store that I had the issue with. I was at a completely different store. And so that's kind of what got me back on the horse of trying the machines again, because everything went so smoothly. So basically, I think Kroger has the machines where it still registers the weight, and I think it's not Walmart. Walmart doesn't do that, but it's Kroger's, and I believe Randall's. The Randall's that I go to started with the machines and stuff, and I noticed that they do the same thing. So I like the machines. I can ring my stuff pretty quickly, almost like I work there, right? I can ring my stuff pretty quickly. But if it does all that weird wonky stuff where it's not registering the weight and all that, it will give you some trouble. And y'all tell me what y'all think about when you go to Walmart. And I get that there's a lot of theft going on, but that's not my problem. I'm not the one stealing. What do y'all think about when you go to Walmart? Because I think Walmart is probably the only place that does that. when you go out, you got to show them your receipt. And now they have this gun that, like, if they scan one item in, like, if it's not, they usually looking for stuff that's not in a bag, so they'll scan one item that's not in a bag. So like if you have a piece of furniture or something like that, and then they scan your receipt, and then they put the check mark on there. And so they're scanning to see if you pay for the stuff. So what do y'all think about that? Because my son, that unnerves him to no end. And one time he was with me. Now keep in mind, this is me purchasing stuff. This ain't got nothing to do with him purchasing anything. I purchased everything that I had in that basket, and he didn't pay for nothing. So we went in there. Did I not go down? I bet you I didn't go down far enough. Shoot. Let me see, y'all, because I think I may not have gone down far enough. But this is me shopping. So he pushed the basket straight past. I didn't go down far enough. He pushed the basket straight past the guy at the door and just kept on walking. And I was the guy was reaching for the receipt, and I was trying to hand the guy the receipt. And my son just kept on walking out the door, and he was so angry. And I was like, what is wrong with you? And then he was like, that's against the law. They can't be asking you blah, 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 this, that, and the other. And I was like, what? And I was like, what's the big deal? You know, he's checking the receipt. No, I don't like it either. But if they're doing their job, you know, I need to take, my beef is with the company, not the employee, you know. And so I can choose as a patron not to patronize their business anymore, or fight. And you fight it by, you know, complaining or whatever, boycotting or whatever you want to call it. So anyway, I said, and let me tell you something. Furthermore, when you're with me, you don't do that. I said, because I'm not looking for trouble from nobody. So if you don't like something that's going on, that's a conversation you have with me before you decide to act and do anything. Because I had no idea. Me and the guy that was at the door was looking at him like, what the heck? Because it not only caught him off guard, but it caught me off guard too, because I didn't know what was going on. And I had to have a conversation with him outside. And you know, I have adult children, and so my thing is, I get it if you have a beef with the system, but don't be doing it on my time. You know, if you have a beef with the system, at least have respect enough to have a conversation with me. And my thing is, I would have taken my basket and let you walk on out the store, because that was my stuff. You know, so whether I wanted to show him the receipt or not, that was my choice. That was my decision to make at that time. And it wasn't, you know, it wasn't his. And so, you know, being a parent is a mess, honey. It's like, what is going on? And I have millennials. Yeah. So anyway, I fussed at him. I said, don't you ever do that again. You got an issue. You should have just left the basket right where it was and let me, you know, we could have talked about it afterwards, or, you know, you could have said something, you know. But he saw that guy and he got angry and kept on, like, he started pushing that basket hard and fast. I mean, he was gone. So anyway, what y'all think about that? Are y'all offended when you know, you have to stop for the Walmart person, you know, that's at the door checking receipts? Or does it not bother you? Some people, it probably don't bother them because they figure, you know, they ain't doing nothing, so why not? I don't be doing nothing either, but it's still offensive to me because, you know, that's not part of my character to be going and taking stuff from folks. That's crazy, you know. And I go to work every day. Why in the world? I'm claustrophobic, so I am not trying to go to jail. So all of that people be doing and getting locked up, y'all crazy. Because it ain't nowhere in the world I'm going to jeopardize my freedom by doing something so foolish. Because my thing is, if I don't have the money or the means to acquire it, you know, the way it's meant to be, then I obviously don't need it. So anyway, that's me fussing. Okay, my lovelies, I am back, and here is the finished product. I made it home, and I actually decided to stay up last night and put this together. And so this is what it looks like. This is what I went with. I took a picture in Ikea, and So I think I did pretty good. Y'all, excuse the messes. I'm showing y'all what's going on because this room, oh my goodness, is just a hot mess right now. So stuff is everywhere, which is the reason that I needed to get this piece of furniture so that I can replace these two little cheap plastic bins. I have all kinds of art supplies and just regular office supplies and different things like that up in there. And I also needed to have a place to store my wax machine. I just got this so you can, you know, wax stuff, your arms, your legs, your eyebrows. I don't do all that. I just, you know, get my eyebrows waxed. And then I bought these pellets. I have to do a review on those for you, let you know what I think of those. But they're hard wax beans, so I have to get me a nice little container to put those in. But anyway, I wanted to have somewhere to put that, and I'm gonna have a glass, like a glass tray or some type of acrylic, not acrylic, glass or porcelain tray that goes on top of this dresser right here, to create me like a waxing station. Another neat find that I ran across at Ikea were these storage bins, and I was like, you know what, they're more for organization or whatever, and you get 6 of these, and it's I'll pull back so you can see it's that size right there. And then you get 2 of the little boxes right there, and then you get, oops, I'm dropping stuff. You get 2 of these long rectangular ones right there. So I got 2 sets, but check this out. Let me show you. This is neat. I have never seen this before. Let me move these out of the way so you can see. But if you look on the inside, I was so amazed to see that these actually have a zipper. So when I pulled them out of the package, and they're really easy to zip and unzip. See how I'm doing that with my thumb? They're really easy to zip and unzip. So obviously they came unzipped. I'm sorry, I'm too close. They came unzipped, and they were flat like that. So you open them up, and all I did was just took my finger. Y'all see how easy that's sliding? I'm using 2 fingers, holding down with one, and then just zipping it up. And you just zip it all the way up. I've never seen that before. You see that? It goes all the way across, and all of them are made like that. The little bitty one has a zipper. You see that? And then this rectangular one, you know, has a zipper. And I was like, OMG, that is so cute. And they're not fabric. They're made out of almost like a vinyl. It's a very durable vinyl. And so I was like, oh, this is going to be nice. So they come in the white, and they come in black. And like I said, they're in, the set is 6. So you get 2 of the big ones, 2 of the small ones, and 2 of the rectangular size ones. So I thought that was cool for $5.99. Yes, please. So anyway, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and start trying to organize, or should I say continue to organize, my YouTube room, beauty room / dressing room, etc., etc. I'm doing everything in this one room, and trying to get it, you know, as close to perfection as I can, if there is such a thing. Anyway, so yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. And here's just a quick shot of my prints. Oh, my lovely prints. I sure hate that you're gone, but this is the first thing I decided to hang on the wall. So I have to continue to organize. I think what I'm gonna do, because I was looking at the dimensions of this dresser, is I think I'm gonna move some pieces around, and I think I kind of want it close to my desk, since my desk is white. So we will see. I have to sit here and contemplate on how I want to organize this as far as like where the pieces are going to be and so on and so forth. But anywho, that's going to do it for me. So as always, love yourself, love somebody else, and until next time, y'all take care. Bye now.